Hello, YouTube. Should you put multi-level marketing MLM participation on a resume? I'm going to offer a nuanced approach, but first, an example resume, this from Jane Doe of Miami, Florida. This is her professional summary. Motivated and results-driven sales professional with experience in direct sales, team leadership, and social media marketing. Skilled in customer relationship management, business development, and product promotion. Adept at leveraging digital platforms to drive brand awareness and revenue growth. Passionate about helping individuals achieve their beauty and wellness goals while fostering an entrepreneurial mindset. There is, apart from a little red flag in there, experienced in direct sales, this is an okay professional summary, but an astute HR representative might notice direct sales and say, uh-oh, this person was in an MLM. And indeed, if you go down to professional experience, this person, Jane Doe, admits that she was a managing market partner in Monate Global for 5 years. And before that, presumably the dates are included. She worked for XYZ Corporation of Miami, Florida, and then she leaves some skills and expertise. Okay, here's what the consensus of HR professionals appear to be saying about the question of whether you should put MLM experience on a resume. They say don't do it. One, because MLM is not job experience. Now, here is where I part company with most HR folks. They say that participation in MLM might indicate a lack of critical thinking. I disagree. We dispense with our critical thinking all the time. We shouldn't, but we do, especially in vulnerable periods of our life when we need to make tough choices. But here's the most relevant red flag that is raised by admission of MLM participation, and that is that HR professionals are concerned that you might recruit coworkers, which is a big no-no, even if you're out of your MLM. Now, what is the downside to the consensus opinion? It is the presence of a gap on your resume, which some HR professionals consider to be poisonous. So I want to offer a nuanced approach, and here's the basis for that approach. MLM is indeed not a job. It is participation in an endless chain marketing campaign. Furthermore, many HR professionals have a negative view of MLM participation, rightly or wrongly. So what should you do? Do not put MLM under the category of job experience. I agree. It's not a job. What should you put there instead? If you were doing something else, anything else, like being a stay-at-home parent, recovering from an illness or injury, mention this during the gap period. Or you might do this, and this is my contribution to this space. Indicate that you would like to discuss what happened during this gap period, which I'm calling the MLM period. Because in the context of an interview, you can spin your MLM experience to your advantage. How? Many former MLMers report that they learned at least personal development, but you should be prepared to describe in detail what it is about your personality that developed. And presumably this will accrue to your favor. Perhaps you joined during a period of your life when you were vulnerable. It's okay to tell the truth in the context of an interview if it's pointing towards something better. Like, in other words, you've come out the other end a better person. Perhaps you were in college or recently graduated. Maybe you were new to an area and you had limited supports or friends. Or maybe you were just in search of community. And then maybe you were at a point in your life where you just needed money. And perhaps you were unaware of what you were getting into. And after a while, it became difficult to leave the MLM. Perhaps you were lured in under false pretenses. I would say it's quite likely that you were lured under false pretenses and found it difficult to get out. But you learned to think critically, especially about deals that appear too good to be true. Nothing like a life lesson, folks. You learned how to spot scams and how to avoid them. Then pivot to how you're a wiser, more critical thinker and a more valuable asset now. Folks, your skills, knowledge, and experience are way too valuable to get involved in an MLM. That's all I got. See you in the next one.